Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In Forrester's design office, Brooke tells Steffi they were agitating Carter's offer. Steffi says she was just speaking to her father and forefather about it. Carter asks what they had to say. In the main office, Eric tells Ridge it feels funny to have to go against an idea of Carter's. Ridge says this was different, this was huge. They agree it's not right for Forrester. A knock comes at the door and Ivy and Electra come in. They rush over to clinch the two men. Ridge can't get over Electra being grown up. Eric's so happy the two of them are there. The further Forresters then, the better. Ridge understands they've some big ideas for the jewelry line. Eric invites Ivy to make her pitch to Ridge right now. Ridge would love to hear what she has to say. Ivy asks Ridge, indeed though your son formally turned it down? In the design office, Steffi tells Carter his ideas are bigger and unsafe than a new line. Carter thinks it would be worth it. Hope thinks his ideas earn consideration. Steffi eyes Hope and tells Carter to be careful with her. She wouldn't be surprised if the only reason she's backing him is to keep her line alive. Hope complains about Steffi being obnoxious. Brooke asks if she really thinks her son would deign so low as to take advantage of Carter. Steffi says she'll do anything to get what she wants. She's Carter's friend and is looking out for him. Hope says he's her friend too, that's why he has her support. Carter says he believes in Hope for the future because it's good for the company. Hope chimes in that she supports Carter's offer because it's good for the company. Carter tells Steffi that Forrester needs to evolve. Steffi says he knows where she stands. He asks about Eric and Ridge. Steffi says he can talk to them himself. Carter will show them what he's been working on. Hope's sure they'll hear rather of just shutting him down. Steffi narrows her eyes and asks for a moment alone with Hope. In the main office, Ivy tells Ridge she's been sketching since she heard Quinn had left and has drawn up a business plan. He knows the rest of the story. Ridge says Steffi didn't suppose it was the right time to relaunch it. Ivy thinks that Steffi turning down the offer is particular. Ridge asks to see her portfolio. After looking, Ridge tells Ivy it's emotional. Ivy wants Forrester to have its own unique, distinct take on jewelry. Ridge says it's veritably different than what they've had ahead. He hands back the portfolio. Ivy tells him they appreciate his time. Ridge thinks it would be wise to renew the line. Eric agrees, it would be a big mistake not to. Ivy and Electra celebrate. Ridge assures them he'll talk to Steffi. Eric chortles that this is how you make a heritage. In the slice room, Brooke tells Carter the last thing she anticipated to see moment was him half-naked on top of her son. Carter chuckles. That's not how they wanted her to find out. Brooke warns that Hope's had a hard time recently. Carter cares deeply about Hope and would no way do anything to hurt her, however, he'd walk down if he didn't suppose he could be the man she deserves. He goes on that he's always respected Hope and what she stands for. He lists her attributes. Brooke repeats that she's having a veritably grueling time going back to her relationship with Liam ending. She complains that Hope forgave him multitudinous times, but when she made a mistake, he ended their marriage. They bandy Hope and Thomas. Brooke thinks she liked his fidelity, but couldn't marry him. Now, Steffi keeps hanging to pull her line and it's particular. Everything is particular with Steffi. If he really wants to be in Hope's life, he can't waver. Carter says she can lean on him and he won't budge. She'll no way have to question his fidelity. I can promise you that. In the design office, Steffi tells Hope that Carter's unforeseen defense of her and her line isn't making sense. What's going on with the two of you? Hope says they're musketeers and associates. Steffi has always admired Carter's business wit and instincts, but now, not so important. Hope says this is Carter, they're talking about how frequently have his instincts been wrong? She complains that he's always had big ideas, but perhaps felt he couldn't partake them because they'd fall on deaf cognizance. Steffi says Carter is always heard there. He's part of their family. Hope snaps, also perhaps you should believe in him. Steffi squints, like you? Why do you believe in him? She asks if Hope's belief in Carter is just a ploy to get her line off the mincing block. In the main office, Brooke and Ridge kiss. He tells her there's a lot to suppose about recently. Brooke saw Ivy leaving. Ridge says Electra was with her. He looked at their portfolio, and it's really good. He's going to ask Ivy to reboot the jewelry line. Brooke aloud. Steffi nixed it. Ridge will talk to her. She asks if he'll also talk to her about all the pitfalls she's timbered to Hope and her line. Ridge says they're not pitfalls. This is business, you've seen the figures. Brooke has and admits it's a pause, but it'll bounce back. Ridge hopes so, and so does Steffi. Brooke questions if Steffi does.
Ridge brings up Hope kissing Finn. Brooke assures him it won't be again, she's no longer interested in him. In the design office, Hope tells Steffi her allegations are unethical. Steffi says that doesn't mean they're not true. Hope would no way take advantage of Carter. Steffi points out she took advantage of her family and also kissed her hubby. She'll do whatever it takes to get what she wants. Hope made a mistake, and it'll no way be again. She has no passions for her hubby, and it'll no way be again. Carter listens at the door as Steffi warns if she ever crosses the line with Finn again, she and her line are done. Carter thunderclaps. Enough. He asks Steffi if she's using her powers as co-CEO to hang Hope. You have no right to speak to her that way. She was wrong to kiss Finn, but she can't use her position to discipline her. The division hurts the company. Brooke and Hope's benefactions over the times are the very effects she and her family benefit from. Steffi, looking amused, says she's always encouraged everyone to partake their studies, but despite his passions about the opinions she makes as CEO, I'm still your master. Some of the effects he's been doing recently are enough questionable. Him defending Hope and Brooke isn't helping. She says to Hope, I'm advising you. Stay down from Finn. She walks out. Carter tells Hope that Steffi's way out of line, and he won't stand for it. He won't let anyone talk down to her. He'll always be there to defend her. Taylor Hayes' health extremity isn't as imminent and dire as she originally believed. But her broken heart pattern opinion likely isn't leading to a quick result. Observers wouldn't have accepted Taylor's moment cure or rapid-fire result following Dr. Grace Buckingham's opinion. Thankfully, Ridge Forrester induced his two-time ex-wife to pursue options when she felt doomed. Taylor's negative outlook was coupled with her return to Los Angeles, California. So, the world-famed psychiatrist was being prodded by her better instincts. She knew that Ridge and all who loved her wouldn't allow an acceptance of a evident fate. Steffi and Finn lately endured mending at their awful home. The Precipice House is a unique setting on a show filled with numerous eye-catching residences. Ridge felt it was stylish for Taylor to meet with a healer at the Finnegan home. She wasn't sure what the point was, but she ultimately realized the internal advance Ridge was hoping for. Taylor responded as Ridge anticipated. She honored the need to take her health seriously and accepted that ultramodern drug offers the stylish chance to remedy her physical state. Seeing Taylor collapse at Forrester Creations was shocking. Still, Ridge was latterly thankful he was present because being there when Taylor swooned created an opening for her to tell him the verity. Kay's character believes he can support Taylor and that Brooke will be okay with it. He thinks Brooke will have compassion for Taylor and not be hovered. Still, Brooke's original response to Taylor mentioning her diagnosed pattern was unbelief. Brooke allowed. Taylor was exaggerating as another ploy to win Ridge. But his current love was wrong. While it's good that Taylor is addressing the problems she's been having, there isn't a quick pathway to restored health. This plot will lead to a farther emphasis on results. Broken heart pattern mimics other heart-related issues. That implies Taylor will need medical care. Ridge said that she's taking drug, but it feels like hospitalization is on the horizon. Ridge will naturally be emotionally pulled to Taylor and choose to spend time with her and their children. Brooke will only offer so important consideration. A stretched tale will increase pressures between Ridge and Brooke, furnishing Taylor an uninvited occasion to affect her topmost love's heart. It's too soon to tell if Ridge is trending toward Taylor, will remain completely committed to Brooke, or if a twist will come. But this is a compelling launch in Los Angeles, California.